I'd like to welcome you to the Last True Show. It's your boy IB. I'm your host. I got 4MF the gang in the building right now. My own brothers. Got Young G right here. Bernie.
What's good with you?
Vicious.
Hey.
P. Luciano. And my man Berto. Let's get it. We're in the building, man. Long time coming. You feel me? Y'all boys doing music now, man. So let me know, man. You know. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you. 4MF Volume 1, The Family is out now. Go get that. It's on all platforms.
For sure.
And it's straight fire. I'm not just saying that.
Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, all of that. Go get it.
Yeah, go get that. For sure. We're going to start off by Young G. How did you come up with that name, man?
Honestly, it was a process. I mean, niggas was just touring around with shit.
Word.
And then, that was like honestly the last option, and I was like, fuck it.
Word.
I fucked with it, and then that little slogan caught on everybody, so I just stuck with it type shit.
Yeah. When did you guys all like form 4MF? I know there's 3 other members that's missing right now. Shout out to
two other members.
Shout out Dooley and shout out Dior Duffy. Yeah, when did you guys like form the group?
Shit.
When was it?
I'm just thinking Toledo.
Yeah, we kind of.
But we wasn't a group then.
Yeah,
we hadn't really named it, but we was like the same crew. We was all hanging together all the time.
It was me, Luciano, Berto, Dooley, all went to Toledo.
Right.
Him,
me and Duffel went to BG.
Duffel went to BG.
Right. I remember that.
Every weekend, link up.
We didn't meet Duffel till second. I mean, I didn't meet Duffel till second semester.
Yeah.
Duffel went to BG, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, I never met him. Like when I used to come.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, we didn't meet him until later on.
Oh, okay.
He's always there though.
Cut. BG stories coming soon.
Oh yeah,
BG stories.
BG stories.
Oh, hey, right.
Sound hot. There's too many stories from that.
There's a lot of stories.
Too many.
Crazy
I
shit, bro.
got to experience some of those days, man. But you know, right now, man, I see a clear vision, man. You know, I think at that time we were really younger. You know, we all on different things now. You know, I don't even think y'all was doing music at that time, right?
Nobody was.
I
don't even think we was thinking about it.
Yeah, but when
Not
did
rapping.
Not rapping. But I know you've been doing
instruments and stuff.
But when did y'all figure out? Of course, you figured out when you were younger. You were musically inclined. When did the rest of you figure out you were musically inclined?
Well, for me, like with the family that I grew up in, like my parents used to sing in church from like way back, so automatically it's like my older brother was just put into it. So once I started growing up too, they just made me start singing. So it's like since a child I've been singing in church. So I knew I had the talent, but it was never really a passion for me until like recently. Once I seen these dudes doing it and seeing how hard they could go, and just seeing how the game was going, how it's so easy, you feel me, to do it. Like if you got talent, then why not do it? When you seeing that there's other people out there doing that same thing, you feel me? It just makes you feel like you got it. You feel me?
What about you, Luciano?
Let's see. Well, I played the drums. Remember that for a little bit.
It was crazy.
Yeah, this is a little bit.
Everybody played drums.
So like, and then I remember in high school I started, messing around with like FL. So like, started making a couple beats, but didn't really take that serious. But high school I was in choir too, so I was singing and stuff. So, that's where I got my, musical abilities from. Just, growing up, stuff like that.
Young G.
I was into music, but I never expected it to be rapping. And I was like, I didn't really get into music like that until like after high school, and now I'll be like anticipating what's coming out, this and that. But like after like hanging around with like certain like other niggas like I be with, and they would rap, they would be freestyle, this and that, and then I was like, fuck it. One day I was at home, I heard some beat, I wrote some like today, like now my new shit now compared to that, it's nasty. It's nasty. So, but then I didn't really take it serious. After a while, it came naturally type shit.
Yo, just in case y'all ain't know though, 4MF stand for my family. You feel me?
My family.
Because we for each other. And we started from 4 members, you feel me? And we increased over time. So that's why we started with the number 4. We started with 4 members. Yeah.
My family. Man. That's a deep meaning though, man.
It is though.
Because go ahead.
You know the stuff, honestly, we've been through together, like, all together. Bro, I'm telling you, like,
I kind of want to get to, how your environment has shaped all of you. You know, coming from, we all come from neighborhoods that were close together. We grew up with all y'all, you feel me? And, seeing the environment, seeing some of the OGs, some of the people that taught us stuff we knew, how has that shaped you now, looking back?
I feel like I take everything to advantage. You feel me? Like being of African descent. You feel me? I take that to my advantage because I feel like that's a blessing. You feel me? I can speak more than one language. My culture is diverse. You feel me? I eat different type of food. I'm taught different type of ways, like how to respect, how to be hospitable to people that come around me, stuff like that. And growing up around like. I just grew up around a lot of old heads, you feel me? So they were schooling me from a young age. So it's like, so I put that into my lifestyle early. So like, since a youngin', like, it's just, I've always just moved a certain specific type of way. Right. So yeah, I feel like our environment, like, we're not surrounded by too much bad shit going on, you feel me? We see it, you feel me? We acknowledge it and all of that, but we're not surrounded by too many bad influences where it's just gonna fuck us up, you feel me? So I feel like, we got a lot of advantages.
And I think we were also blessed to have, like older brothers.
Exactly.
Who were like kind of like second fathers to kind of guide us through. But for like you, Luciano and MG, I don't know. Oh, y'all the oldest born, right?
I'm the oldest.
I got older brother.
You got older brother? Okay. So how is it being the oldest? Meaning that all the young ones are looking up to you and so much pressure from your parents. To set a good example.
I don't know. I mean, of course, you always want to set a good example. So, but anything. So they still young though, my siblings. So they don't really come to me about anything because like they still growing themselves. Yeah. So like, I haven't experienced that yet, but it's soon to come for sure. I know that.
Capone don't come for no lady advice.
Nah, he got his own. He's doing his own thing. He lives his
Shout
own
out
life.
Capone too, man. He gonna be on here soon.
I'm on the track. We got a track. I got a track with him in it.
Yeah, I'm hip. I know he cooking something up, bro. But what? Being that we're all of Ghanaian descent. GH stand up, by the way. You feel me? Do you guys think you ever collab with any Afrobeat artists?
Hell yeah.
Why not? I can see it happening. Yeah, I can definitely vibe with the music, so I'm sure they can vibe with us.
Who's your favorite artist?
For me, probably my favorite like artist in Ghana is probably Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy, I like him too.
Yeah, I started messing with him real hard after we brought him out for a concert. It was like 2015 or 2016. We brought him out, and like after I heard, like I was exposed to his music, I'm like, yo, his music real hard. Like,
his content is like
exactly. And he puts work into it. You feel me? Like you can tell he's singing from pain, from his heart. Like, his music, real.
Bro. His music detailed, for sure.
I fuck with the reggae.
Reggae.
That's also a vibe, man.
I'm not gonna front. I don't be listening to GH artists like that because that's not like what I first go to. But if it's on, like I'm going to hear it. Like I listen to all types of music, so I even try to do R&B if I could do it. It's real.
But I feel like that's like one of the things I always tell you guys. Like all of you can change up your sound, which is that's very hard to do as an artist, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Even artists on a global scale, like that's hard for them to do it. You see what I'm saying? Without like copying somebody else's style. So how do you when you get in the studio? How does your creative process go? You feel me?
Well, first of all, like the beat has to be good.
It has to be right.
You have to have the right beat.
Because the beat is right, the lyrics will be like that.
Yeah,
If the beat is right, like I can write the lyrics quick, but if the beat is like complex, like it'll take me like a minute. But like the beat is perfect. It's like easy to write.
Like Slime, for example. That shit was easy as fuck. it just came to me naturally.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, once he played that.
That's a banger.
It came
I was like,
naturally
hell,
too.
I
He fished out the whole thing.
Yeah. To me, I feel like when my creative process, once I focus on like a specific thing, like in God We Trust, that was like that was first thing. That was the thing, and I was just like, oh, that shit easy.
Shout out Oaks too.
Teamed up out now.
Hey, we need you on here. Spano TV, we need you, man.
Right.
You feel me? But no, like I think it's just interesting to see because when we did the studio session. By the way, the link is gonna be in the description for that 4MF studio session for the locals. When we did that, the way I just seen you guys, like the beat came on. Shout out to Jay Rico, by the way. He came through. His boy UBN and King Quad sent the beat, and immediately when I heard the beat, I think you were one of the first ones to get on it quick. And then I remember Rico had started laying the verse down. Berto came through, later verse. Bernie came through, later verse. Dooley, you feel me? And that song like came out, bro.
Yeah,
the way it came out is crazy, and it didn't even take that long. You feel me? So it's like it's kind of incredible to see, bro. That was my first time ever seeing y'all like actually record.
It is though, like seeing how a song comes together, bro. It's beautiful.
That shit is art.
Not even from just us doing the music, but the producing too. Like seeing how the beat just starts.
Getting geeked.
Nothing.
At first, you're getting geeked. Like, bro, this is hard. You know your music is hard. Like with us too, there's like a lot of us who like we don't like just pick who's gonna get on what song.
Right.
It just happens. Like that's like you listen to the tape.
Well, it's God's will.
Like like it's different songs with 3 of us, 2 of us.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Godwill too. He
said Godwill.
For real. Yeah, bro. Damn. But I just remember like, the whole time we were recording it, it was like it was such a chill vibe. You feel me? Is that the type of environment you like to record in, or you like all your homies to be around? And, I mean, or does it depend on the song that you're doing?
And honestly, I don't mind, but like it's just like we just want to focus type stuff. So like we're here to work. We're trying to make this a career type shit. So like. I mean, like I take it serious. 'Cause, like at this point now, like I fuck with it. So like when we do music, and my shit, like the way we all are, if it's not hard, we'll tell each other like, bro, that's not like
shit.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like we got hella songs. Like there's been songs we've done, and like, we just scrapped it because like it's not like to us it's not hard. But like you let other people.
Yeah. The thing is though, I like that because it's like it's like for me it's like a psychological thing. It's like no looking back type shit. You feel me? We did this, boom, it's in the past, let's create something else. You feel me? It's like you always moving forward. It's like not looking back.
Yeah, there's always gonna be more beats, you feel me? Because sometimes I think about it, I'll hear a certain song that a couple of them was on, you feel me? And I wasn't on it. Like, damn, I wanted to be on that beat. That shit hard. But then when I think about it, it's like, there's gonna be way more beats to come, you feel me? So forget it.
Plenty more music to be made.
Exactly.
That's why us, the music, it all turns out perfect. Cause like we don't fight about it. It's like if it's whoever gets on it, it's hard. Boom, the song's the next one. Exactly. And that next song, a different group gets on it. Boom, that song's fire. So it's like it makes you want to come hard on every
exactly.
track.
I feel like we be pushing each other to come hard.
That person's gonna come hard. So like you don't want to be the weakest. So it makes everybody sound like perfect. Cause like we all different. Like you can't say any of us sound like.
Nah,
you can't say we sound like anybody else. Like
not at all. It's like together.
As a collective,
it sounds
great.
Together, you feel me? It's just,
that's why like our music, I fuck with it hard.
It's
like,
nice.
I feel like
diverse, bro.
Like this.
Cause I feel like
verse.
So what?
Like if you listen to the tape, bro, everything is different.
Yeah.
There's no song that sounds
the
like just for us to pick the track list is like a hassle. Like the group shit, like there was a whole bunch of different. Like
because there's a lot of songs.
There's a lot. Like
there's a lot of
songs.
There's a lot.
So like.
I don't know, man. It's just I just want to commend you guys on that first of all, and
good looking.
I think you guys should keep going, man. You feel me? Keep finding new ways to market and find new different ideas. This is just the beginning. You feel me? I mean, when did you all start rapping? When did you start rapping?
Like officially, because like I had like to take a little tour and go out to state for a while. But like before I left, I did like 2 songs. It was like the first one we did, the Young Soldier one, and this other song. But like when we did it in Ohio, I think we did 3. Like that's official when we started doing songs as groups. But like I really fucked I'm not fucked with them, but like I still wasn't serious.
Yeah.
Like when I left, I was like by myself type shit. So like I was like focused. So like that's when I like started writing out a lot. Like when I said out a lot, actually I'll call these niggas every day like, bro, jump on this, jump on this, jump on this. I was writing out a lot. And that's when I wrote to like me, I had a lot of songs done before I released the first one tonight. Because I just knew like when I did that one I was like, this is the one. This is the one. Yeah.
So what year was that?
I think that was like early last year.
Because it was August, yeah. It was August, yeah.
It was going to Jaden's spot. It was winter time.
Yeah, because I know it can't be too long.
Yeah, it was like beginning of 2018 or something like that.
It might have been 2017 though.
That's why I said that we're like,
it was winter time.
That's a small span of time. And like our music, like if you hear it from like, because I remember when Burrow started putting stuff in the drive, like you hear the difference between like first when he put until now, like it's ridiculous.
And you know what's crazy though? I've known y'all all my life. Especially this is shocking.
Everybody say that. But I was like,
never randomly one day open a drive, like 3 songs, like just in there.
Yo, the first day I seen him like with a mic, I'm like, bro, what is he? Like I thought he was just like engineering something for somebody. Then I seen this nigga like on the mic, like, yo, let's cut it. I'm like, what? And I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yo, man. That's wild, bro.
That's on like the future, like Volume 2. Like, I swear it's gonna be like we're gonna even add like other artists, like other like local artists too. But like Volume 2 is gonna be ridiculous. Like
I mean, we just trying to put Columbus on, like for real. Like it's not only about us; it's about the whole city.
Exactly.
Whoever want to collab, bro. Our social media is gonna be under this. You feel me?
And that's what all of this is about. Like, you feel me? When I first thought of this idea, I was just thinking like, man, you know, there's always it's cool. We praise these. I don't even want to use the word praise. Like that's not even the word I'm gonna use because they're not gods or anything like that. But like we look up to so many like global artists. You feel me? That already done made it and they already there. You feel me? And they trying to maintain. So it's like now, how can we put ourselves in that position? You feel me? Instead of just sitting back and watching, and like time just going. So I just thought, let's just try to do it. Showcase people on both levels. You feel me? Because nowadays people want to know who you are. They want to get to know, kind of like, how is he when he chilling at the crib? How is he when he recording? How is he when he with his boys? You feel me? How is he in the interview? Like how? You know what I'm saying? They want to see your professional side and your personal side. So that's like kind of what really stemmed up the whole idea. So, I think later down the line, it could uplift our city a little bit, get some, more local people out there. Because I don't think there's a lot of people from Columbus that's on, bro.
Not really.
And it should be. We got a lot of talent.
There's hella talent.
Hella talent. We got a lot of talent, bro.
I feel like it's only a matter of time, though.
Yes. I kind of want to shift the gear a little bit and just talk about, college. All of us been through that, and just kind of tell me some of your experiences in college for the young people that's watching. That's in high school, about to graduate or something, and they may be on the edge. What can prepare them is how it's really like.
Man, shit ain't easy, bro. You feel me? You gotta stay on top of everything.
That's a fact.
Make sure, bro, because it's not high school. You feel me? High school, like,
you can slack.
Exactly. If you're a smart person, you feel me? You can slack and then you can do the bare minimum and get away with it. Right. That's how I was in high school. You feel me? Because I always knew I was smart, so I just do the bare minimum, get my little, decent grades. You feel me? So my parents don't complain, and I know I'm getting in college, so that's it. But once I got to college, that shit hit me. You feel me? My first semester when I wasn't really doing homework like that. If I was doing it, I would just half-ass it. You feel me? I wasn't really worried about studying too hard for no exams. You feel me? I wasn't worried about making sure I get to class, making sure I'm taking care of my business so I can eat well. Even small stuff like meal plan. You feel me? I wasn't thinking, so I just go eat nonstop. You feel me? By the end of the semester, I'm starving. You feel me? Little shit like that. You just gotta think like an adult, bro. Like saying it is way harder than doing it, though.
Yeah, you
way
harder. Accordingly,
exactly. niggas had to learn the hard way, man. So,
Well, I would say about college, I would say just link with people. Because the more you connect with people, you know, they might be doing something that you're interested in. So it's just gonna click, like, and then you might be doing something that they're interested in. So if y'all both come together, that's a connection right there. So I'll just say get out there and just link with people.
Because we can go back, we would do all that shit. It's like more focused on damn what party is this?
In the moment, right?
You can even go to parties and just like fuck with people there, like
Fuck with them niggas like now that we doing music. Let's say you was talking to them back then, and you're cool, and hit them up. Oh, you got this track. They fuck with it, they play type shit.
But I feel like, you know, the only thing, man, that gets me with college is I feel like, especially with us, man, our parents being, you know, from Ghana, they done came all the way over here for us just to go to school. So like they feel like it's the only way, you feel me? And that's what kind of like man, me and my parents bump heads about that all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because it's like it's not the only way, you feel me? I just feel like it's twisted to be like such a monopoly because everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but like in our community, you know, if you don't go to college, they look at you a certain way.
They look down on you.
You feel me? And it's crazy. I just never understand.
Man, to each his own. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
it's not for everybody.
Exactly, bro. I don't see myself working a 9 to 5 the rest of my life. Bro. Like, do I look like somebody that's gonna get dressed up every morning and go sit in the office chair? Like, no, bro. That's not me.
I feel like, you know, it's steered towards. That's what it's steered for. Like, just go to college and prepare you for a job.
Live 40 years from American dream or whatever.
Yeah, it's cool. Some people, you know, should work a job until, you know, we all gotta probably work for a little bit just to get where we want to go. But for it being your career, when you think of career, like what do you think of when you think of the word career?
Doing something you love. I think you love and you can pay for it.
Financial freedom.
Being free, bro.
Well, how do you define like financial freedom?
Just being free, like to be able to do whatever you need to do or you want to do.
Like you're comfortable.
You don't have to like
without
think
stressing.
twice, start spending money like type shit.
Right.
You like, no, you want it, get it. Like,
Right.
when I say if you have a goal and you have a dream, go for it. Like you like that's how I was. Like my parents, they want me to go to school this and that. Like the music said they wasn't like they didn't like really know about it till like I dropped my first video type shit.
Right.
But like the way I saw it, like bro, like I actually like this now. So like I would regret it if I didn't like give it a chance. Like that's what I told these niggas. I was like, bro, I actually want to take this shit serious now. So like if we don't, like if I didn't, I would like regret it, like my life type shit. So
cause life is so short.
You only got one chance.
I said it to y'all yesterday. I said you get 60 minutes in an hour. You feel me? And the whole 24, that's 1,444 minutes, right? 440 minutes, 1,440 minutes. And you sleep like
8 of those hours.
8 or 7 of those hours. So what do you really get? And like 3 of those hours or 4 of those hours is just bullshit.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, it's just crazy. Like think of how fast 10 minutes go by, bro.
Quick as hell.
Think of how fast 10 minutes go by. 10 minutes is just like this, bro. And an hour is just 10 minutes 6 times. That's how I started thinking of time, bro.
For real.
And it just helped me maximize my time, like, every day. You feel me? And, you know, I think if there's any young cats watching, man, you know, that's a gem for you. You know, even young cats, old, because I feel like anybody can learn from anybody. You know?
Take advantage.
Yeah, definitely, bro. So, alright, so this is the last segment of the show. I throw out a topic, you just tell me the good side and the bad side of it. So, who wants to?
I'll do it.
Alright, so being the firstborn.
Well, being the firstborn, I'll say there's a lot of restrictions placed on me. Like I remember, like even when I got my car, my dad didn't want me to go anywhere but like work at home and school. So like, I'm like, damn. But now my brother, he got a car, he be just moving however, and they don't be really tripping like that. Yeah. But I understand where it comes from, because like, I'm the firstborn, like, they want to make sure I'm like good and set an example for them too. But you know, that's the things I see. But they be doing, the little siblings, they be doing whatever. Yeah. The good side, Sorry, cause I can mentor them for real. Like since they look up to me, like every time I go home, they always hug me. You know.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. So like, you feel me? I just be looking out for them and stuff like that. You know, I can show them the way, like stuff what to do and not to do. But they not that age yet to like come to me for stuff yet, cause they still young. But it's coming soon. So.
It's your boy IB, man. You tuning into the Last Truth Show, Spinal TV.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Spinal TV,
Foreign
man.
members in the building.
Man, have us again.
We out. GA Stand Up. Shout out Columbus. Shout out to the whole gang. Go support the movement.
Shout out my nigga Duffel and Dooley too, bruh. Y'all gotta make this stop next time.
Shout out the whole gang, man.
That shit was absurd. And this a mink coat on my back, nigga. That's expensive fur.